seminal vesicles, possibly. You probably never have heard of the bulbourethral or Cowper's gland. That is another little accessory gland in males. And then, so the glands are this one, and that one. And then the urethra passes, the three names of the urethra in the male are prostatic urethra, membranous urethra, and spongy cavernosum urethra through the penis of the male. So that's kind of the way that stuff plays out. Again, it's just kind of more complicated in males, but you know, it's no big issue with that. But that just kind of shows you right there. So right here now, the prostate gland, very briefly, surrounds the superior portion of the urethra. It's inferior, obviously, to the urinary bladder. Secretes an alkaline secretion into the prostate. There are numerous ducts. There are many ducts, okay? And so the prostate does secretes this alkaline secretion. Secretes a thin milky fluid that neutralizes the acidity. Now, the female reproductive tract is more acid. There's a main bacteria there, Lactobacillus acidophilus, and so it's much more acid, and the acid environment is detrimental to the spermatozoa. So the semen is a basic type stuff, and the idea there is to kind of neutralize the acid environment, make it more user-friendly for the spermatozoa. And so right here, it just says that this secretes a thin milky, that's the prostate gland. It works to neutralize the acid, the acidity of the vaginal secretions. And everything is aimed toward, as you know, everything is aimed toward fertilization, everything, propagation. And so anything to accommodate fertilization, this is where these physiological changes are, the way it plays out, the way it works. Okay, so that is that. Now, it contributes from 13 to 33% of the volume of the semen. And again, that depends. That just depends. All these things are their variables because of all the different, the different males, the different situations with the different conditions, the different whatever of the male. So it just contributes. It will vary. So there's a little bit on the prostate. Prostatic fluid enhances the motility, and that's what I wanted to mention to you. These terms were this was first identified in prostate fluid, prostaglandin. It's a hormone, they're hormone-like substances that do enhance the motility of the sperm cell. So I wanted you to kind of, where that word prostaglandin. In 2401, I many times mentioned, when we're talking about the endocrine system, I mentioned the prostaglandins. Just kind of a sideline. Well, that does enhance the motility. The main idea here is to keep the spermatozoa healthy, keep them moving, much to your dismay sometimes, right? Keep them moving, right? Okay. All right. So that is the way that goes. Now, the frequent site, again, I mentioned this to you. Frequent site of cancer in older males. These cancers are usually stimulated to grow by. In fact, there's one guy. Sometimes a real old person, say maybe way up in his 80s somewhere, 85, whatever. One of the things, these cancers are stimulated to grow by the male hormone testosterone, and they have in certain cases, I mean this is extreme cases, I mean with real old guys, I mean really where they've got this prostate cancer, they've removed the testes and given treatments of estrogens. Now that is going to an extreme. There are many other approaches, especially when a cancer hits. That I just put that up there because that has been done. Because the testosterone seems to fuel the prostate cancer once it gets started. And as I told y'all, no cancer is good. It's awful. Cancer is just terrible. It's just one of those things. It's just they do what they can for it, but God, that's just not a good thing. All right, but anyway, everybody. So I just mentioned that to you right there. PSA stands for prostate-specific antigen. That is PSA. And that's a Google shot right there. That is a Google shot. It doesn't have any labels to it. There's the bladder, obviously. There's the prostate gland. There's the prostatic urethra right there. Just showing what that came from. It didn't say. but it just kind of shows you the idea there. All right, so that would be about, other than to mention the seminal vesicles, sac-like structures. The main thing about the seminal vesicles, they produce about 60% of the seminal fluid this evening. About 60% by the seminal vesicles, from 13 to 33% by the prostate, and the vulvourethral glands produce a small amount of that material. So this is just kind of right here to kind of give you an idea. Secretes an alkaline viscous. It does have fructose. The fructose, you can figure that one out because the spermatozoa in the tail, they're mitochondria, and they will use this to generate ATP for movement of the spermatozoa. So there's the seminal vesicle type idea right in through there. All right, so now contributes to sperm viability, and also about 60%. I might ask you that now on the test. I don't know. I probably will have that. Everybody have a general idea now of the route where spermatozoa are produced? You have a general idea of the hormones involved and what's involved in sperm production? What's the main one? Follicle-stimulating hormone. What's the main one that causes production of testosterone? The luteinizing hormone, or not LH, but ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone. So you've got a little bit of an idea of the hormones involved in this reproductive stuff. All right, and then the prostate gland, you know a little bit about it. Any of you know anybody who's had prostate cancer? Anybody? Everybody in here? No? Okay. I've known, you have? Okay. And, you know, I have too. I definitely have. Some guys, and, you know, they've had prostate cancer, and I only knew one that was a total idiot, and he died from it. You know, most of them got help. Did you, the person you know died from it? Oh yeah, it can be deadly. I mean, it's, any cancer like that, you know, even I'd be scared to death. In fact, I've got to have a dermatology appointment. I'm due for a dermatology to see Dr. Lawrence M. Joseph over here, and it used to be down Fairmont. He's moved up. What's that hospital? I told y'all. What's that name?
Pasadena Memorial.
Huh?
Pasadena Memorial.
Yeah, but what's the street?
It's on
Crenshaw. Wait a minute.
Preston Crenshaw.
Yeah, Preston Crenshaw. Right. I've got to get over there. Got to get an appointment with him. Take care of that. Even precancerous keratoses, precancer basal cell carcinomas. You know, anything. You don't want to mess with anything that has cancer by the around. But anyway, this right here, the seminal vesicles.